Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today I'll be answering one of the most frequently asked questions, which is, what is the difference in the type of machines? So my machines can be broken down into two different categories, low pile and high pile. In the low pile range, we have the AK2, which is the loop pile, the AK1, which is the cut pile. In these machines, the machine can either do loops or cut, but not switch. They can do one or the other. The advantages to this machine is that it's super light. It only weighs about 3 pounds, so it's very light and easy to use. This is the machine that I use in my workshops because I believe it is the most easy to learn how to use for a beginner. Now we have the ZQ2. This is also a low pile machine. This machine can do both cut and loop by switching out parts in here. It also runs on either 110 or 220. So if you're running it at 110, it runs slow. If you run it at 220, it runs fast. This machine is much heavier. This weighs almost 7 pounds, so it's very hard to lift and pick up and use for long periods of time. So I typically don't recommend this one for beginners. So let me show you what the difference in the piles are. For the low pile, this is about what you get. So this is what this looks like up close. So these are the loops. Can get a little higher than this, but you're limited to about 5/8 of an inch, or about 18 millimeters. And this is the cut one close up. So you can see pretty low here, about 3/4 of an inch, 18 millimeters or so. Now we're going to move on to the high pile versions. The biggest difference between these machines and the machines that I showed you before are that these machines have a range. They can go up to at least 2.5 inches. The ZQ3 can go up to 2 3/4 inches, so about 70 millimeters. So really high. The biggest difference in these machines is they require an air compressor, so they both have an air valve here and an air valve here. So these require an air compressor to work properly. In both cases, they come with a needle set. This is the ZQ3 needle set, so this set goes with this machine. The AK3 also has a set. The biggest difference in these machines is the weight. So the weight on this one is about 7 pounds. So again, just like the ZQ2, it's pretty heavy. And this one typically uses a counterbalance to offset the weight. Now we're going to move on to my favorite machine. This is the AK3. It runs on 110 electricity. It's very light. It only weighs about 3.5 pounds. So it's pretty versatile. There's no need for a counterweight. And it also comes with a needle set. And that's the difference in the types of machines. Now I'm going to show you an example of what the high pile looks like. On the high pile machine, you have a lot more variation in the heights, and you can actually change the height up to about 2.5 inches, and you can see this is much higher in there. This is the cut version. Both of the pneumatic machines can do cut and loop, and this is what the loops would look like. And it can again go much higher than this. So this is giant loops. And that's the difference in the types of machines. If you have any questions about them, look at the comparison chart or shoot us an email. Thank you.